Guys, The Boys Season 4, Episode 4 was the best of the season so far. I probably should have made this video a few days ago, but I've been kinda lazy. So this is going to be a shorter video of me just going over my general thoughts of the episode. Real quick, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. This episode was filled to the brim with payoff. Every plotline that's been set up so far in Season 4 had something happen that really upped the ante. We better start off with Homelander, because honestly, it's the best part of the episode. Him returning to the lab he grew up in was insane. I was always amazed at the show's ability to build tension, but in this scenes with Homelander in the lab, dude, I was on the edge of my seat. We also got to see Freaklander come back when he made that dude beat his meat in front of the entire lab. I can't say I felt too bad for the scientists that abused Kid Homelander. You know, they were kind of getting what was coming to them. But imagine you were one of these new faces, and you weren't even around for the child abuse stuff, and you just kind of had to get meat grinded in the lab. Also, I think this was confirmation Homelander was the first natural-born soup, not Ryan, which is kind of an interesting little tidbit. Moving on to Huey's side quest to get V for his dad, I thought this whole little side plot between him and A-Train was pretty sick, and when Shining Light pulled up, I was kind of thinking, oh shit. Something I want to talk about real quick is the fantasy fulfillment we had with Kimiko using the blade from a paper cutter as a weapon. I think everyone's thought at some point in school, hey, that thing has a sword bolted to a table, and we're just wanting to swing that motherfucker around. During the part where Kimiko's giving Huey the crash course on killing people, I just kept thinking to myself, yo, this is not a Huey mission. But he managed to pull it through. Fast forward to the end when we have Huey's mom giving his dad V, I thought that was pretty interesting. While it's pretty understandable for Huey, not to want to let his dad go, his mom was kind of having a more pragmatic approach. From her perspective, there was really nothing medicine could do, and his dad had the DNR order. But when given this miracle opportunity in the form of V, it looks like she did what Huey was struggling to do, and then juiced him up. Although, going forward, I got no idea what the repercussions of this are, because with the way the show's been treating V in the past and Temp V, I really don't see this ending well for Huey. Now on to Frenchie's subplot. I'm glad we got more backstory into Colin and why his parents were targeted. It did a lot to make him more than just Frenchie's cock sleeve. But when Frenchie finally reveals that he was the assassin and Colin almost kills him, Frenchie is left as fucked up on the outside as he is on the inside. Hopefully Frenchie didn't get his jaw rocked too hard, because I'm pretty sure he peeped the villain's plans on Firecracker's iPad. I got to admit, Starlight has felt like a very passive character all season, so it was pretty satisfying to see her go demo Firecracker like that after all that shit she said. Even though she played right into Sage's hands, I felt pretty satisfied watching that shit go down. Also, it seemed like Annie alluded to getting a new Starlight suit earlier in the episode, which I think is well overdue. Her OG fit feels like she's playing dress up with her niece. Plus, I think flying around in a skirt is a wardrobe malfunction waiting to happen. I'm just going to touch base on Mother's Milk real quick, because his arc I think is a lot more subtle this season than everyone else's. By the end of this season, I think he'll come into his own as a leader a lot more than he was at the beginning, so I'm pretty amped to see that expanded on in the future. Now on to Butcher. And the main thing I'm wondering, what the fuck is up with that worm inside of him? Like, did bro have a tapeworm when he shot up all that Temp V? This whole time, we've thought the hallucinations of Becca was the manifestation of a dying man's conscience, when it's actually the byproduct of this weird parasite. Every time Becca tells Butcher to keep going, is that his will or the will of the parasite? Which makes me wonder what that thing has planned for Ryan. Is the worm biding its time inside Butcher until it can jump host over to Ryan? I mean, I guess we'll have to find out on Thursday. Anyway, let me know what y'all thought on this episode in the comments below. See you on the next Randograph.